So good morning to all. Hope you all are doing great. So today in this video, we'll be discussing about future retail share. So yesterday we know that the quarter one result of future retail was declared. So we'll have a view on that, and also we'll do the technical and volume analysis to find out the next possible levels. So yesterday we know that the stock opening itself, some weakness was seen. It has gone below the 100 rupees level, but later when the quarter one results were declared and around 1 p.m. the stock from the negative side started moving to the positive side. So what are the various speculations on the record date? So we'll discuss that as well. So before that, if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified, and also join the Telegram group where instant updates regarding any particular stock, whether it may be future retail or any penny stock, I'm updating in that so that you can have a quick access. So almost one day back, we know that an update has come regarding the Heritage Food, which is planning to offload its particular stake in future retail, and a board meeting was also held regarding this particular offloading, and future retail has also approved for that for the offloading of stake. So even Heritage Foods on that particular day, it has surged almost 5%, and today, that is yesterday also, the stock has given slight positive movement. And one of the most important thing regarding future retail is the promoter shareholding, which was increased in the June 2020 quarter. So that we'll discuss in the next slides. So quickly now we'll have a view on the quarter one results of future retail, and then we'll move on to the technical charts. So previously when I uploaded a video regarding FLFL, so that was the quarter one result of future, that is lifestyle fashion. So this is of future retail. So currently you can see the quarter one result was posted, and you can see a net loss of almost 561.95 crore was reported. And if you compare with year on year, you can see there was a profit of 159.24 crore. So this particular result is obtained during the lockdown time, that is during the COVID-19 pandemic, when it was in crucial stage. So that time we know that most of the businesses were affected. So nothing we can say surprising result. So almost this particular segment, which is mainly belongs to the retail category, so definitely loss will be incurred. So nothing much to panic regarding the financials. So when we compare the revenue of the company, so you can see revenue at currently it has stood around 1300 crore, and if you compare year on year, you can see it was around 5190 97.11. So we can see a major fall in revenue was also seen. So it directly implies that when company is reporting the loss, so revenue will also fall. So that is common. So people have bought at high levels. I also suggested that future retail would be little risky. Always you need to invest in small quantities. So mainly I suggested that future supply chain would be very promising, because the volatility when we compare with future retail, it is decent, and also the levels which we discussed are also very supporting. So always when you're investing in any stock, whether it may be future retail or future supply chain, always invest in small quantities. So we'll discuss about that. Don't worry about the technicals. So we'll discuss the levels as well, and also we'll discuss the speculations regarding the record date. So what the company has said regarding the result is that mainly it has focused on the COVID-19 pandemic. So it was telling that mainly because of this particular pandemic, our business was affected, and this was the main reason why the company has reported loss. So same statements were reported by the company as we discussed in future lifestyle as well. So that time also the company has said the same statements, that because of the COVID-19 the loss has occurred. So when we see even the quarter four results, so those were also not that much promising. So even though they belong to the retail segment, so the amount of revenues as well as profit which they were generating, they also slightly reduced because of the competition. So mainly because of the competition, these particular businesses have slightly dropped down. But definitely if we see the future, so retail business will be there, but I suggest that little patience is also required if you are completely into long term side. So when we see the what are the latest changes that happened in the company, so clearly you can see the promoter pledge is almost reduced to 74.9%. So this is one thing. And another thing is the promoters have increased their holdings almost by 1.42% in the June 2020 quarter. So clearly you can see in the graph itself. So when June 2018, the promoter was having 46%. Later he has kept his shareholding constant, but in March 2020, the shareholding was slightly reduced, and in June 2020, again he has increased his particular stake by 1%. So minute stake has been increased. So that is also, we can't say that it's a great thing, but we can take it as a slightly positive thing from the promoter side. So if you see the pledging, which was the major concern for the future retail, so in March 20 you can see 80.3% pledging was present, which currently you can see it has dropped almost by 6%. So minute fall in pledging is also seen, which is also a positive indication. So when we see the future retail, so opening, as we discussed yesterday, some weakness was seen, and later in between around 1 p.m. the stock has suddenly started showing the upward movement. So what we discussed is that the operators who are present suddenly started pumping all the shares all together again, so that to reach the maximum value and to trap again the retailer. So the basic thing what the operators do, they basically buy at the lower level and again they take to the high level and again they exit at that particular level. So almost you can say 6 to 7% profit will be earned within a single day. So not only future retail, so same pattern is observed in future supply chain as well. Okay, so future supply chain also same thing happened. So they enter all together at the same time, they start pumping, and again after going to the high valuations near 6 to 7% profit booking, again they exit at that particular levels. So whenever you see that sort of movement, so I suggest in all my videos to my viewers that don't invest at that point of time with heavy quantity. So because when they exit, suddenly the stock will start falling down and you will occur the loss. So that is very important in especially operator stocks. Okay, so when we discussed about 96 rupees level, so many people have added that I'm suggesting to hold at that particular level. Don't do again any sort of averaging or don't invest again in bulk amounts. So leave it at that particular level for long term and forget about that. Don't think much about this particular stock for long term. It may be beneficial, but for short term, operators do the trading and they enter again, the entry exit will be there on regular basis because they are trapping the retailers. So you need to understand that. So in one day 7% with that much heavy quantity is not a joke. Okay, so you need to understand that. Don't book any loss and don't invest in heavy quantity. So when we discussed about bulk deals also, I clearly mentioned that some people are regularly doing such sort of trading and they're taking huge amount of profit just because you are investing at high valuations with heavy quantities. So you need to understand this thing. So when we see the volume analysis, so clearly you can see on 15th September, you can see 39.8% deliverable quantities were seen, and you can see percentage wise deliverable quantities slightly reduction is there, and also the traded quantity has slightly increased on that particular day. So it's not a good indication on basis of volume analysis. So either it may go up or either it may go down. So I told in my previous videos also, when a stock reports loss, it doesn't imply that it should continuously fall. In the same way, if a stock reports a good amount of profit, it doesn't imply that it should continuously move up. So completely it depends upon the operator. So since little bit of traded quantity is present, so fresh investment would be little much risky. So people are holding at bottom, they can hold that, and people are invested at high values, they need to wait little patiently, because if operator activity suddenly is increasing, yesterday we have seen sudden increase was there, there may be some insider news is present, so that's why that much amount of operator activity is seen. So if that is true, then definitely we can see upper circuits are possible. So confirmly we cannot say that. So if that is possible, then people, they can partially book their profits when it reaches their levels. Okay, so don't invest in heavy quantities, so invest in small quantities for long term. So clearly you can see percentage wise deliverable quantity is slightly reduced and traded quantity is also present. So when we see the momentum of the stock, so we know that completely it has lost the momentum. So continuous, we know that lower circuit was seen in the stock since the past week, And when we see the RSI currently is near 44 and money flow index near 75, so strength of the stock is completely reduced, but the volume which is present, it is not reducing. So money flow index generally 70 above is called overbought region, so currently it's in the overbought region only. So operator stocks generally money flow index does not fall much. Okay, so it's little tricky, you need to understand this concept as well. So money flow index you can see is 75 and RSI is near 44.9. So RSI you can see it's 30 below, we know that it is oversold region. So strength is reduced, but the amount of volume that operators are adding, so that is not reducing. So completely we can't depend upon that. So even when the stock is in overbought region, sometimes it gives a upper circuit. So don't completely depend on these indicators. So just it's a minute confirmation that it is obeying the technical. So now we'll move on to the technical charts and we'll see the next supports as well as resistances. So we're back onto the technical chart. So this is the 1-day chart. So clearly in the 1-day chart, you can see a very good support which is present, that is 96.77. So yesterday the stock has closed near 103.85. So it has closed above 100. So when it has touched this 96 rupees level, almost 1, 2, 3. So this is the third time it has touched that particular level, and we have seen a good movement. Almost so many times we have seen 1, 2, 3 times we have seen a W pattern is formed near the 96 rupees level. So again when it has touched that, it has given a retracement. So currently tomorrow we need to watch the 104 rupees level, so which is also very important. After that we can expect 110 plus levels if everything goes well. Okay, so completely depends on the updates as well as news. So whenever anything is coming regarding this particular stock, I'm updating that as well. So my personal suggestion is that don't completely put everything in future retail. So you can also invest in future supply chain, which is also a very decent we can say volatility is present, and also returns wise you can expect a little more returns as compared to future retail in a short span of time. And when you see the money flow index as discussed, it's near the overbought region. So focus on the levels, people. When we discussed about 96 rupees level, I suggested that you can add and hold it, and again don't do any sort of averaging, just leave it. So whenever I'll update, I told that again I'll update the levels when any particular news will come. So definitely you can wait patiently till that time, you can hold from the lower levels. So in 1 week chart also you can see the stock is currently trading in a channel. So this is very important. So channel analysis. So without breaking this particular level, that is 97 rupees level, without breaking that, sincerely it is respecting the level. So technicals are also playing a very important role. So since it has taken the support, you can watch this, and also it is present at the bottom. So positionally as well as for short term, you can get a decent amount of returns. For long term, little patience will be required, since retail segment and little patience is required, since most of the business will, once the merging date will be announced, so most of the shares will get is FEL shares. So if we enter at the low levels only, we can get the profit. If you're invested at high levels, it would be very much risky. So that is why I'm suggesting, so whenever stock moves upward, try to dilute little bit of stake, whether it may be minute profit also. Okay, so focus on these two levels if you want to invest in fresh investment. So as suggested, 100 below, that is 97, 98 rupees level would be decent, and 1 or 2 also you can add at that particular level, and don't do again any sort of averaging. Okay, so this is all about future retail, and in next videos we'll discuss about future consumer as well. So that is also one stock that many people were asking, and we'll also do the technical analysis. Okay, so in this particular video, hope everything is clear. So we discussed the Q1 results and also the volume analysis, and everything is being discussed, and also regarding the shareholding pattern, that recently promoters have increased the shareholding. Okay, so in next videos we'll discuss about other stocks. If you have any doubts regarding any share, do mention in the comment section. So until then, take care. Bye bye.